Get 3 months of local news for just 99 cents a month. You'll get unlimited access to the news you need to stay engaged and connected to your community. Visit duluthnewstribune.com/subscribe now to get 3 months of local news for only 99 cents a month.
Hello, Northlanders. It's Friday, February 3rd. I'm Dan Williamson with your Duluth News Tribune Minutes, presented by Minnesota Power Employees Credit Union.
The average MPECU member saves over $785 a year in better rates and lower fees. And with MPECU, every ATM is your ATM. With their free checking program, you get ATM fee reimbursements at any ATM anywhere in the U.S. Check out Minnesota Power Employees Credit Union services online at mpecu.com or visit their offices in downtown Duluth, Arrowhead Road, or Miller Trunk Highway.
It's Friday, and if you're looking for some fun weekend ideas, Duluth News Tribune arts and entertainment reporter Jay Gabler has some options in this week's Best Bets.
Got a little riddle for you this week. What do Justin Bieber, Harry Styles, and the Ely Winter Festival have in common? Figured it out? That's right, they were all born in 1994. That makes this the 30th annual celebration of the snowy season in Ely this weekend, and the city is going all out. There's going to be kick sledding, there's going to be a snow sculpture symposium, the Ely Art Walk, live music, and a week later, Ely's inaugural End of the Road Film Festival. You can read more about that in my column next week. That is going on this weekend and continuing on for several days more in Ely. Then, theater. If you are a fan of theater, there are not one, not two, but 3 different productions opening this week in Duluth. At the College of St. Scholastica, CSS Theater is putting on Tartuffe, classic 1664 play by Molière. Alternate title, The Imposter. It's all about a fraud who dupes the dad in an appalled family where most of the other members see through the man's scams. Classic comedy. That is at CSS Theater. The Duluth Playhouse at the North Shore Theater in downtown Duluth is putting on The Glass Menagerie. That was the breakout play for playwright Tennessee Williams, who would go on to write A Streetcar Named Desire and Cat on a Hot Tin Roof. It's a very poignant story about a small family inspired by the playwright's own family. That's opening this weekend at the North Shore Theater in the historic Arts and Theater District of downtown. And up at UMD, it is 12th Night. That's right, Shakespeare's 1602 play written for the end of the Christmas season. It's a warm, romantic comedy. There's no more I really need to tell you about it, but I will add that this UMD production is set in the swinging 60s and is going to feature a live band playing music of the era to set the scene. You can read more about those plays and the Ely Winter Festival and other things going on in Duluth at duluthnewstribune.com. I'm Jay Gabler.
Now here's a look at today's headlines. A 12-year-old girl may have saved her family, their dog, and their house after a garage fire late Wednesday night in Duluth. The Duluth Fire Department was called to a fire on the 4100 block of Chambersburg Avenue in the Duluth Heights neighborhood at 10:14 p.m., according to a news release from the fire department. They arrived to find the garage engulfed in flames. The garage was very close to the 2-story house and attached to a vestibule. Fire department officials said the girl was awakened to the fire because the family's dog, a yellow Labrador named Dudley, was barking in the garage where his kennel was located. After looking out her bedroom window and seeing the flames, the girl alerted the rest of her sleeping family. All 4 family members escaped without injury and called 911, the news release said. The father then searched for Dudley, which was able to escape. The dog had some singed fur, but was doing well as of Wednesday night. There was no damage to the house, and the family is still residing there. Initial damage estimates to the garage and its contents are $80,000. The temperature at the time of the fire was about 6 degrees above zero. Crews from Duluth Heights, Headquarters, Spirit Valley, and Lincoln Park neighborhoods responded to the fire. There were no injuries to firefighters. The fire is being investigated by the Duluth Fire Marshal's office. Fans interested in Duluth hosting an arena football team are invited to vote online in hopes the city will be part of a league beginning play in the summer of 2024. On Thursday, the Arena League announced a short list of 10 cities ranging from Duluth to Wichita Falls, Texas, from which it intends to launch its league, saying it will launch 4 to 8 teams in the coming months, with the final roster to be announced in June. Duluth fans can vote at thearenaleague.football/vote. The league would feature 6-on-6 play with no kickers, a 15-man roster, and a 20-second play clock. Quarterbacks are prohibited from carrying the ball past the line of scrimmage. The Duluth Lumberjacks of the Indoor Football League operated from 1999 to 2000 and played in the Deck Arena. Russ Francisco, the founder and owner of Duluth's ever-popular Marine General sporting goods store on London Road, will be inducted into the Fishing Hall of Fame of Minnesota in the class of 2023. Francisco has been a staple on the Duluth fishing scene for nearly 50 years. He was introduced to fishing at age 5 by his father, Carl. At age 16, the Duluth native took his first job at Drill's Marina on the harbor front, where he discovered he wanted to be involved in fishing, not just as a hobby, but as his life's work. In 1976, after the marina closed, Francisco opened his own store, Marine General, when he was just 24 years old, selling sailboat hardware out of a basement. Today, 47 years later, he is still owner of Marine General, now specializing in Lake Superior fishing gear, marine electronics, and ice fishing. He's also expanded into kayaks, clothing, and cold weather gear and continues to run the store and a busy online business with his 3 children. Francisco, age 70, has talked about selling Marine General, but so far is still there nearly every day, helping customers find what they need in the little store that's packed wall-to-wall with gear, lures, rods, and electronics, so full that the stuff spills outside into tents and storage containers. Also inducted into the class of 2023 is Itasca County fishing guide Jeff Sundin. Sundin started guiding in the Twin Cities in 1983. In 1986, he moved north, where he has become a premier guide on Grand Rapids area lakes. Sundin's multimedia endeavors include reports posted on his web properties highlighting seasonal fishing trends, tackle selection, and fishing techniques. Since 1990, Sundin has been a radio personality and makes occasional guest appearances on TV, podcasts, and in fishing magazines. In 2005, Sundin branched out to become a charter member of the Minnesota Department of Natural Resources Walleye Advisory Committee. Now here's your forecast, brought to you by the News Tribune's 20 Under 40 Awards.
Duluth area weather forecast for today. Very cold this morning with increasing clouds this afternoon and still cold. High temperature reaching around 0, give or take a couple of degrees. Wind chill values really brutal this morning, diminishing a bit in the afternoon. For tonight, mostly cloudy skies. Temperatures will only drop a few degrees. It just won't warm up much. Southerly winds about 10 to 15 with an occasional gust. And it will be a breezy start to the day on Saturday, but we'll end up under mostly cloudy skies with temperatures reaching to somewhere around 20 degrees. Looks like a quieter day with temps in the middle 20s by Sunday. I'm Storm Tracker meteorologist John Wheeler.
Thank you to the 20 Under 40 Awards for their support. Now is your chance to nominate someone younger than 40 who's making a positive impact in our Northland. Nominations are open through February 28th. Submit yours at duluthnewstribune.com/20under40. Reporting for today's episode was done by Laura Butterbrot and John Myers. Thank you for listening to the Duluth News Tribune Minute. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you back here on Monday.